Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Kevin from lp24audio.com here today to demonstrate how useful Shimmer Reverb can be and how to make it ourselves from scratch. Here's what it sounds like. As you can hear, it's a very ethereal effect. It adds a lot of space and a lot of dimension to your track. It can be used in build-ups. I've used it in introductions. I've used it on all kinds of sounds from piano to mostly mid-range instruments, however, sometimes drums to get this kind of percussive effect enhanced for, say, a hi-hat part or something. But endless uses and some appropriate times not to use it, perhaps on bass or something. However, there's always rules meant to be broken. So here's without Shimmer, just as a quick reference, so you can hear same idea, same sounds, both from our collections here, Ambient, Chill Out for Serum, and Pluck collection. Have a listen to the dry, no Shimmer. Okay, so you get the idea. There's a nice quality about the sounds, of course, since we made them. However, we are lacking some of that dimension and depth, and that's a crucial element of most music nowadays. So if you're just here for a couple minutes, the quick trick is to go buy yourself a copy of Valhalla Shimmer. If you've been doing music production for a while, you've probably heard of this company, Valhalla, and they make wonderful reverbs, not just this one. However, we're going to do it manually as well. I want to show you that trick because as good as this plugin is, and it's quick to throw on any track or bus, well, we can get a little more customization if we do this ourselves manually. These are dry again, and I'm going to create a manual Shimmer Reverb. It involves you sending to a new effects bus. So in Cubase, at least, we have to create an effects channel. I'm going to do a couple of them. I'm going to use those later. The idea is we set up a chain of events. Okay, so effects 1, effects 2, effects 3, and effects 4. We'll be running things in series, so one after another, and our signal flow will go gradually down these effects chains. Let's start with the pluck. It's going to be the easiest to hear right away. So I'm going to send this to effects 1, 100%, so same volume, and let's pop on a delay. I like H delay. And pretty much what you would expect from a delay. However, one of the next features of Shimmer Reverb is playing with the pitch. So we're going to grab a plugin like Sound Shifter. Okay, up an octave. Okay, this is a signature sound, although not completely necessary, but signature sound of Shimmer is pitch shifted an octave up. So let's hear that. Okay, then classically, and by classically I mean guys like Brian Eno and Daniel Lanois were doing this in the 80s with digital effects. Classically, what they would do is they would grab a reverb. So I'm going to stick to my guns here. We're going to go with Valhalla Vintage. I don't need to change too much right now. Just have a listen. 100% wet. So we got the dry signal and then pitch shifted delay that has reverb on it. Okay, I'm going to mix some of the dry back in. So there will be some delay with quite a bit of feedback is usually helpful. And we're trying to elongate this tone essentially. Let's have a listen. Okay, we're going to take a step further because you might have tried that already. However, what was going on traditionally was we would keep going in this process here. In fact, an easier way to go about this might be to duplicate the effects chain. So what's going to happen is this will be plus an octave, and then the next one will be plus 2 octaves. Okay, so I got to send bus 1 to bus 2, effects bus 1, effects bus 2. Let's do that. So I could do that from here now. Effects 2, which is plus 2 octaves. Have a listen. Again, not going to modify anything, just listen first. Okay, see how epic we're getting all of a sudden. Quick creative tips, you could try panning them different ways. We could also do some slight alterations on each one, for perhaps on the second one actually. We could do maybe a faster delay with a little bit of modulation, very, very little. Let's see, like that. Okay, maybe a longer reverb. Then what I'm going to do is duplicate that. We're going to send this one to the third one, so this will be plus 36. This is similar to the high feedback setting on Valhalla Shimmer, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to pan them just for fun. You don't have to, of course. In fact, that's part of the customization, is what you do is up to you here. Maybe, let's say, more high frequencies in this one and less lows. So here we are. Okay, so you see where we're going with this. We could try one more instance, and I'm just going to do something a little different on this one to show you some examples of experimental stuff. So here's a plus 48, right? Because it's going in series here. If we send this one to that one, we've gone up 1 octave, except the experimental part is to get a perfect fifth above 36, we got to add 7 semitones. So that would be 53. So we'll just go in and edit that. So 7 semitones. Now it's a perfect fifth above 36. So let's hear that. Notice how the tail's just extremely epic, extremely long, and that's just on a pluck sound. Imagine that on a pad. Oh wait, we don't have to imagine it. Let's hear it. All right, so there's a lot of great sound going on there. Now, to give you more advanced tips, things we might not be able to do in the Shimmer plugin per se, something I like to try is a little bit of EQ along each way. So, for example, here's the plus 12 bus, and we're going to boost some of the lows. Low mid-range, that is. Maybe cut some highs out of these. Okay, maybe boost some mids, cut some highs, cut some lows. In other words, customize a little further. Perhaps we could even put some chorus on the sound. Okay, this is a kind of dimension chorus. As another option, we could try going down an octave. Let's hear that. So excuse all the pops and clicks, that's my CPU hating me right now. But hopefully this gives you some insight in ways to create textures, ambiences, depth, width in your mix, and it's a creative sound design tool that I often end up resampling into a new track and doing things like reversing it or time stretching it or layering on more effects. So thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. If you like this kind of information, give us a shout out, give us a thumbs up, and we'll be back with more tips and tutorials soon. Don't forget to check out lp24audio.com. Thanks.